Hey guys, Summerrocks26 here and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be going over how to build a wizard tower in Minecraft 1.14. This should be a relatively easy and straightforward tutorial to follow just like the rest of my tutorials. And I hope you guys enjoy watching me build this, and I hope that you guys are able to build this in your own survival worlds because it was a really fun one for me to do this time. As well, you'll be seeing lots of tips and tricks throughout the video, and I hope you guys enjoy, and we'll be getting started in just a moment. Alright, so here's the layout. You'll notice that we have one layer of stone in the middle, but the rest is andesite. We'll get started now. So we're going to start by building up this 15 blocks high with andesite in all 8 of these little corner slots. Sorry for the accidental misclick. I accidentally built this little row 16 blocks high, but we'll be fixing that in just a moment. And now after we've done that, our next step will be to fill in these 3 inner layers. So the middle layer of these 3 layers will be stone, but the rest are andesite. This is an optional step. I think it adds just this tiny bit more of texture in your build, but it really does make a difference in the end. So I would highly advise you guys to try adding a little bit of texture to your build, whatever decisions you guys make. So now that we finished this, we're going to add some supports on the bottom. So these are going to be 3 blocks high of andesite all the way around, except for 2 blocks in the middle along the stone in the middle. So now that we've done that, we're going to add a ring around the top, including filling in these corners with andesite. Next, we're going to add another ring, 5 blocks of a gap between, all the way around as well. Now that we've done that, we can frame this with our stone bricks, using 6 of these on each side in order to create a nice little rounded arc shape. I think this looks like a nice detail. Let me know your guys' thoughts about this. Next, we'll be adding iron bars as windows on all 4 sides. These will be 3 blocks tall, pretty much repeating the same process on all 4 sides of the build. So now that we've done that, we can move on to our roof. So we're going to be adding 3 of these stone brick stairs all the way around the build. And then on top of that, we'll add andesite blocks. Now that we've done that, we can add our slabs in. So we'll add 4 slabs in the corners and 2 slabs on each of the sides alongside these stair blocks. Now that we've done that, we'll add our stone brick walls, and then we'll move on to doing our roof. This is made using dark prismarine. We're going to have 5 plus 3 plus 1. I'm not going to talk about the whole numbers because you'll see them annotated, but you can copy this roughly. You don't have to do an exact version of this, but I think this kind of pattern creates a nice shape. We want it to get taller as the blocks get taller. So now we're going to move on to this little tower over here. So we're going to build out 2 blocks, then 2 blocks. Then we're going to start building a 3x3 pattern out here. So there's going to be a gap there. We're saving that for our windows. So we're going to build 1 block on top of that and then 1 block below. And then we're going to create a nice little wraparound 2 blocks below that. And then 1 block, creating kind of this nice ice cream cone shape. And then we're going to add some andesite blocks around, creating a ring, filling in these corners as well. And then we're going to add our iron bars in for windows yet again. And then we'll add our 2 stone brick stairs on each of these sides, adding andesite on top again, and stone bricks in the corner, and then slabs again. So this will look vaguely familiar, just like a smaller version of what we did last time. So then again, we're going to add a couple more details before we finish it off. We're going to add some upside down stairs around just to create a nicer curved shape. And then we're going to add another block of andesite down there and a prismarine wall. So then we're going to do our 3x3 shape again. And then we're going to keep adding 1 and then 2 and then 2. You'll see this annotated again. Again, you don't have to copy the shape block by block, but there's a nice guideline if you need it. And then we're going to fill in this bridge. We're going to kind of add a couple of andesite blocks sticking out and some walls to create a nice little effect. We're going to add some underside stairs to make it more smooth, add some blocks under there to create a nice arc. And then we're going to add some more slabs in here to create a nice little bridge. Again, you don't have to do this block by block, but feel free to copy exactly what I'm doing if that's what you guys enjoy. And then we add some doors over there, and that's pretty much it for the exterior of our build, and we'll be moving into some interior design in just a moment. So you'll see we're adding our door off to the side of the build. I think this looks a little bit nicer off to the side. And then as we go inside, I'm going to show you a couple ways how you can do this first floor. The first one would be just a very easy way of adding some dark oak And then we're going to add a cartography in the middle just for a little bit of decoration. And then we're going to be adding a ladder that goes all the way up. I like ladders because I think they're a really efficient way to use space. But feel free to do whatever you guys want. So we're going to add some platforms just above each of the windows. And this will maximize our space for this build. And then we're going to have one more on the third floor. And then as well, we're going to have this nice little attic area. So this attic has a decent bit of space. You'll see that in this build, I decided to create it as an enchanting room. And I think that's a really cute idea for this little attic area. I think it looks really spooky or whatever, magical. So we added some lighting up there, and then we have our enchanting table up here. And I think it looks so cool with this little attic and these prismarine blocks. But yeah, that was one of my thoughts for that. And then if we move across our bridge to the second tower, I thought this room would be really cool to have as like a potions room. So you'll see that we're adding like a boiling cauldron in the middle using one of the new 1.14 campfire blocks. And then we're going to fill in some water into this cauldron in the middle. And then we're going to add some potion stands over here. As well, it might be useful to have a chest or a bale just to add a little bit of storage in this build, but I was mostly thinking in terms of decor. But as we go back into this build, I was wondering what to do with this room, and I thought it would be interesting if we did some kind of weird shrine. Just imagine this is where you're maybe practicing your spells or whatever. So we're going to have some weird heads on the wall. Maybe they conjure magical energy or whatever. But then we have our lectern block and a book. This is maybe your spell book or whatever. I think it's a fun detail. And then as well, we have our little clock on the wall. I think it's a nice little decoration for your enchanting room. And then as we go down, here's maybe where you might want to add some storage. We're just adding some barrels all the way around. Trying not to obscure the windows, but sometimes that's a little hard to avoid. But anyway, as we go down to the first floor, here's another option for what you can do. We can add a little barrels in the storage. As well, we can add a nice little furnace. So you're going to see me break some of those barrels, adding some blast furnaces there. And as well, we can add a campfire block in the middle there. And then some grindstones and put an iron trapdoor above the campfire. And then we'll add some slabs over here and some walls. And it kind of just looks like a nice little furnace here. And I'm a big fan of that look. So we pretty much finished the interior here. Now I'm going to give you guys a little show around and talk about a couple of ideas for where you can place your wizard tower and whatnot. So as you can see, we've placed this wizard tower on a really cool hill in this snow biome. I'm a big fan of that. As you can see, we're flying through these weird little areas and nooks and crannies in this little valley here. I think it's really worth it to find a really cool location for your wizard tower. I think it should be elevated. I think a snow biome is a really nice way to work with these materials. Those are some of my suggestions, but feel free to put it wherever you want. It would maybe look cool on a swamp biome too. It would maybe look cool on like plains or any kind of extreme hills biome. But yeah, so now we'll go into the interior and give you guys one more quick show around in case you guys missed anything. But yeah, so we have our little furnace here. We have some barrels on the floor. It's a cute design. As we move up, we have more barrels up here for more storage needs. As well, we have our mystical, magical room up here, and then we have our enchanting room above. I think this is a really nice touch for your build. As we go across our little bridge, then we're going to have our potions room over here with our boiling cauldron. I think this room is so cool. I love the way the cauldron looks with the campfire block underneath it. And as well, that's it with our build. If you guys enjoyed this tutorial on time-lapse, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe for more similar tutorials. And with that, I'll be saying goodbye.